Testing, 1, 2. Check that audio. Retest. How is this? We needed a little further back. Audio test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's up, you guys? I've been meaning to make this video for a while. My friend Luke in South Africa, he asked me to send him like a little tattoo tour for his girlfriend Jenna. Shout out Jenna. That was like a few months ago because I was like, oh, I'll just make a YouTube video about it because I've been meaning to make a YouTube video. But then like the vlogs were just going crazy. I just had too much going on. So finally we're sitting down, we're doing the tattoo tour. I guess let's go. I actually can't remember how many I have right now. I think I have 11. I'll like count it on the screen over here. Getting right into it. The first tattoo that I got was this Protea right here. You see it? It's actually my least favorite one, not symbolism wise. It is actually like the only tattoo that I have that has any symbolism or meaning. But like it's not very saturated. So I definitely want to get added to it at some point, but I'm only going to do that when I'm back in Cape Town because I got this in Cape Town because the Protea is the national flower of South Africa and it's a beautiful flower. I got it as my first tattoo because I was 17 at the time, 17 and a half. And I was visiting South Africa for my dad's wedding in like 2018. And I was messaging all these like tattoo artists in Cape Town. I was like, hey, I really want to get my first tattoo in Cape Town. And they're like, oh, you gotta be 18, you gotta be 18, obviously, because that's the law. And eventually I found one. I'm not going to say the name of the shop now. I was going to, but I realize now that's not the best idea. But yeah, they're like, yeah, it's cool, whatever, man. So then, because I was like, I'm so close to being 18. It was in December, my birthday would be in May. I was like, please, like, I don't know when I'm going to be in South Africa next. I really want this tattoo. So they're like, yeah, sure. So when I get to South Africa, I go to the shop. I put down my deposit like a week before my tattoo. All fine, sign some stuff. And then like a week later, I go in to get the tattoo. And they're like, under 18, we don't let under 18s get tattoos here. And I was like, but you guys said it was fine. And then they were like, oh, you're the one from California, right? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And they're like, and you can get it when you're under 18 in California, right? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, cool. And then they did the tattoo. So yeah, it took like 45 minutes. It wasn't so bad. Yeah, again, I really want to get stuff added around it. It's like a very blank area, so I'm going to get more like and like retouch this whenever I go back to South Africa. And then next up, my second tattoo I got was this one. This Creation of Adam tattoo. I really like this one. This is one of my favorites for sure. I got it from this guy, Sid Count in San Francisco. And yes, it's a little Tumblr Arto core, and that is because I was going through my Tumblr Arto era, so cringe as it may be, I actually really like this tattoo. And I feel like for me, like it's developed a meaning as I've kind of like become more distant from religion, but as I've become more distant, I've tried to understand it more. So it's kind of like me reaching out, like trying to understand, you know. That's just a made up meaning that I gave it. And then next up, I got this rose and dagger right here. Pretty cliche, I know, but I like American traditional. I got it on Friday the 13th from this guy, Joey Cox at Black Palm Tattoo. I love their shop so much. They're so cool. They're very good. All their artists are fucking awesome. I got a bunch more from them, which you'll be seeing in a second. Next up, I got this guy, Hermes, wrapped up in an Ouroboros. Ouroboros, I don't know, the snake that eats itself. I got this one. This one actually also has some meaning. It was also just like a art hoe type thing. But Hermes is like, he's like the trickster god, and he's also like the traveling one, and he's like the kind of funny, like kind of goofy, kind of mischievous one. And I feel like that's like, if I were to be a god, I'd want to be Hermes. I don't know if he's a god or if he's like a demigod. I don't really care, honestly. But yeah, this one's cool. I got this one from this woman, Brightbones. I got it in LA. And interestingly enough, I had been saving money at the time for my ex-girlfriend. I had been saving some money for her tuition because I knew that she wasn't going to get much from FAFSA. So I was like, you know, let me pitch in because I'm her boyfriend, and that's just what I feel like boyfriends do. And so I had been saving money for that, and then we broke up, and I was like, well, now I got this envelope with like $1,000 cash in it, so let me drop that on a tattoo right now. And I got Hermes. So next up, I got this guy. This might be my favorite one. This is the Skull with the Burning Cigarette by Vincent van Gogh. It's got like a little party hat on it. I kind of want to add like a little like ribbon or whatever. I got this one from Melrose Avenue by this guy Pava Tattoos. It was also a Friday the 13th tattoo. I got it with like a bunch of my Taco Bell friends, and guys, oh my god. So when we showed up for this Friday the 13th deal, like they said they were gonna start at noon or something, so we were like, why don't we just show up at 9 a.m. so we're there early and we don't have to wait super long. We get there, the line was like 4 blocks long. It was insane. So what they did is they ended up giving everyone like little ticket numbers, and then they were just gonna like post on their Instagram story when it's time for you to come and get your tattoo. Guys, we got there at 9 a.m. right? We waited in LA until 2 a.m. the next day before it was our turn to get our tattoos. But it was really worth it. I really like this tattoo. It's a great memory with my friends. Also, little something that I keep fondly in my heart. I followed the guy that did this tattoo, Pava Tattoos, and he, after doing hundreds of tattoos over the entire day, he posted on his story, he's like, this is my favorite one of the day. And I was like, yes! When a tattoo artist says that they like your tattoo, that's the best possible compliment you can get on your tattoo, I think. I want to try this. How do you do the like, the arm, never mind. The next tattoo that I got was this snake and skull. This one is very cool. I really like this one as well. Let's see if we can get it in focus. Ooh, it's so clean. It is so cool. Yeah, I really like this one. I also got this one from Joey. I also got this one on Friday the 13th. I got it with my buddy Ruben. Shout out Ruben if you're watching this video right now. The next tattoo that I got was this skull and crossbones on my bicep. This one is so hard. I really like this one because it's like, it just stares straight out at like whoever's viewing it. It's like very front facing, and I think it's cool. I got it so there's this tattoo shop in there's this tattoo shop in Santa Ana called Port City Tattoo, and they had like one of those little those little gumball machines. Some tattoo shops do this thing where like you can put in a quarter and then get a little design, and they're like, all right, that's the design that you're going to get tattooed. And I'd always seen that on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I want to do that sometime. And I saw that they had that in Port City Tattoo, and I was just walking the street in Santa Ana, and I was like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm going to get a tattoo today. So I went in there. I used their little machine, and I'll be honest, I looked through like the designs that were in the machine. The skull and crossbones was like my least favorite one. I was like, I don't want to get this one. This one is so boring. And then I got it, and I was like, ooh, they're like, do you want to re-roll? And I was like, nah, because like when the universe gives you something, you just need to take it. Like, you can't reject what the universe is giving. It's just bad karma. I don't know. So I took it, and I love it now. I think it's super cool, so I'm very glad I went with this one. It goes hard. Yeah. The next one I got was this. Okay, we're gonna get a little PG-13 over here. I got this crying heart tattooed right above my knee. It's the first tattoo that I ever got on my legs. I've never really liked my legs. I don't know why. Like, I just look at them and I'm like, ugh. So I didn't really want to get tattoos on my legs, but I felt like the placement for that was really good. And I actually like my legs more now. Just because like I like myself more now, and I've been working out, and this tattoo makes it look cooler. Yeah, so I got it because I was hanging out with a friend, and we were doodling in their little doodle book, and on the first page of their doodle book was this doodle of this heart, and I was like the first time I saw it, I immediately knew. I was like, I need to get that tattooed. And so eventually I did. I scanned it, and I sent it to Joey Cox, the fucking G. And I was like, hey man, can you do this for me? And he's like, yeah. And then he did it, and he executed it so well. I'm gonna show you a side by side right here of like the original doodle. I really love it. It's super cool. One of my favorite tattoos, faux show. Now I need to get another one on my left leg. Maybe I'll get like a happy heart or something. I don't know. Still deciding. But that same day, also from Joey, I got this upside down black heart. Yeah. No story for that one. Just an upside down black heart. Ahaha. Aha. And the next one that I got after that was, surprise, surprise, also from Joey Cox. Joey Cox! Ooh! It's this one. Oh my god, I love this one. It's the toad sitting on a mushroom smoking a pipe. I love it so much. I like that it's on my bicep. I feel like the toad's belly is like my bicep. So like when I flex, it's like, ooh. It's like the toad is like croaking or something. This fly was the most painful part of the tattoo. This tiny little fly. He's just coloring in the wings gray. I was honestly thinking of being like, bro, don't even like color it in. It hurts too bad. It hurt so bad, like right here, because it's like by the armpit, and the armpit pain. And then after that, I got this little smiley face right here. I want to add to it eventually. Nah, there's not really space to add to it. But it's supposed to be kind of like the smiley face, like the plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. You know what I'm talking about? I got it as a stick and poke. I was hanging out with my ex and her cousin and her cousin's girlfriend, and her cousin's girlfriend did stick and pokes, and she was like, why don't we do one right now? So we were like, sure. So we got in the back of our car, we just went it was painful, but it's cool. I like it. It's a little dopey, it's a little derpy and cringe, honestly, but I like it all the more for that. So, and then the last tattoo that I've gotten so far that I now need to match on the left is this guy right here. This guy right here, you see? Yeah, so I got this bird. I don't know what it is. Swallow, sparrow. I DK my birds. It was the last time I was in Cape Town. This past May to August. Yeah, this past May to August, I really wanted to get another tattoo while I was there again. And there's this shop that I followed in Cape Town, Good Things Tattoo. They were having a visiting artist from the UK called Carrie Buckley. And I think she actually lives there now. I remember talking to her, she was like, yeah, I'm just visiting right now, but I'm thinking of moving here. And I think she has permanently moved there. So, good for you, Carrie. I hope you enjoy the load shedding. Yeah, but it's super cool. There's no like particular meaning behind it or anything. I was just like, I really liked her style, and I was looking through her page, and she did a lot of like really beautiful birds and stuff, and I was like, you know what, let me get a bird. So I chose one, we chose the colors, we spiced it up a little bit, and I got this. I'm very happy with this. It's one of my favorites faux show. I know that I said that about basically every single tattoo, but I guess I just like all my tattoos. Eventually I want to get like a crow right here, because like this is my black and white side and this is my color side. So I want to get a crow right here. Maybe it's gonna have like a worm in its mouth or something. I don't know. I haven't entirely decided yet, but I also can't afford any tattoos right now. That's why I haven't gotten any tattoos in a long time. But one day, I will get a crow or some bird in black and white right here. yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you enjoyed my tattoo tour. I know that I certainly did. I was not counting, so whatever it's called up here. Oh. Also, I was going to mention this. If you haven't already watched the YouTube video of me getting this tattoo, I'll put it on the little thing right here, or right here. I can't remember what side it is. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed.